This is Tom Cerniello. Are you thinking about buying a business to build your future, gain personal financial freedom and independence, but are not sure where and how to start? It's a big decision, and like any major investment, it's essential to approach it with a clear strategy. How do you get started and find the right business? What are the steps involved to find the best business for you? Before you start your search, we suggest you step back and look at what types of businesses are for sale. It will surprise you how many different types of businesses there are. We also recommend keeping an open mind with respect to business types and looking at broad industries. Looking at a profitable business with strong infrastructure in an industry you have not considered may turn out to be the right business for you. In this video, we'll walk you through the essential steps to buying a business, from your initial search to closing the deal. Whether you're an experienced entrepreneur or just starting, this guide will provide valuable insights to help you make informed decisions every step of the way. The first step in buying a business is finding potential businesses. Start by looking online at business for sale marketplaces and networking with business brokers. When you find something interesting, reach out to the broker and sign a non-disclosure agreement, or NDA. This document protects the seller's confidential information during the initial stages. Don't worry, this is standard practice. Once the NDA is in place, you'll need to provide a buyer profile. This document outlines your experience, financial capabilities, and the type of business you're seeking. It demonstrates your seriousness to both the broker and the seller. A well-prepared buyer profile can give you an edge and lead to an initial meeting. Remember, first impressions are key, so be prepared to ask insightful questions. Listen carefully, and demonstrate your genuine interest in the business. After the initial meeting, if both parties are interested in moving forward, you'll receive the Confidential Information Memorandum, or CIM. Think of the CIM as the business's resume. It provides a detailed overview of the business, including financial information, customer data, operations, and more. Take your time to thoroughly analyze this document, and don't hesitate to ask the broker for clarification on anything that's unclear. Reviewing the CIM sets the stage for further meetings with the seller. These meetings are your chance to dig deeper, ask more specific questions about the business, and get a feel for the seller's perspective. Pay attention to their responses, body language, and overall attitude. Remember, buying a business is as much about finding the right fit as it is about the financials. Once you've thoroughly evaluated the business and feel confident, it's time to submit an offer. Your offer should outline the purchase price, payment terms, contingencies, and any other relevant conditions. Keep in mind that buying a business is a negotiation. The seller may counter your initial offer, and you'll need to be prepared to negotiate to reach a mutually agreeable price and terms. Don't be afraid to walk away if the deal isn't right for you. Sometimes, the best deals are the ones you don't make. However, if you can reach an agreement that works for both parties, you'll move on to the next crucial stage: due diligence. Due diligence is arguably the most crucial step in the entire process. This is where you verify the information provided by the seller and conduct an in-depth investigation of the business. This typically involves reviewing financial statements, tax returns, contracts, employee records, and more. It's highly recommended to engage experienced professionals, like attorneys and accountants, to assist you during this process. They can help uncover any red flags or potential risks associated with the business. Due diligence is a two-way street. While you're evaluating the business, the seller is also assessing your suitability as a buyer. They'll want to ensure you have the financial capacity and experience to successfully take over the business. Transparency and open communication are vital during this stage. Chapter 5. Once due diligence is complete and both parties are satisfied, the transaction moves into escrow. An escrow agent, typically a third-party company, acts as a neutral intermediary to facilitate the closing process. They'll hold the purchase funds in a secure account, ensuring all necessary steps are completed before releasing the funds to the seller. During the escrow period, final agreements are drafted, and any remaining contingencies are addressed. It's common for minor adjustments to be made to the purchase agreement during this time. Once everything is in order, you'll sign the final closing documents. Chapter 6. If you're like many entrepreneurs, you might be considering SBA financing to purchase the business. SBA loans are government-backed loans that offer favorable terms for small business acquisitions. To secure SBA financing, you'll need to work with an SBA-approved lender. The lender will have its own set of requirements and will thoroughly evaluate your financial history, business plan, and the viability of the business you're acquiring. The seller will also need to meet certain SBA eligibility criteria. This stage can take some time, so it's essential to be patient and persistent. Chapter 7. Congratulations! You've made it to the final stage. The closing marks the official transfer of ownership from the seller to you. You'll typically meet with the seller, their representatives, and the escrow agent to sign all the necessary documents and finalize the transaction. Once the paperwork is complete, the funds are released to the seller, and you officially become the new owner of the business. But it doesn't end there. As part of the purchase agreement, the seller will typically provide a period of training and support to ensure a smooth transition. Take advantage of this time to learn the ins and outs of the business from the previous owner. Ask questions, observe their processes, and absorb as much information as possible. Buying a business can be a complex process, but with the right guidance and preparation, you can increase your chances of success. Remember to do your due diligence, seek expert advice when needed, and don't be afraid to ask questions throughout the process. Owning a business can be incredibly rewarding. It offers the potential for financial freedom, personal growth, and the satisfaction of building something of your own. If you're ready to take the leap into entrepreneurship, follow these steps, and you'll be well on your way to achieving your business ownership dreams. Thinking of buying or selling a business? Call Tom Cerniello at 631-495-0253.